Oh.
Oh,
dude.
yuck.
That is gross. Oh, I got splattered in the face with it. Out of all of them I've ever squished, that is the worst one I've ever seen.
That is nasty. Hey everyone, so today we are out here at the garden. Okay, as you can see, we've got the outer edge of our garden, at least this side, mulched now. And it's coming along quite nicely. Now over here, right here on this back fence, I've decided I'm going to try to plant some potatoes in some containers. And so I'm going to set about maybe 5 containers back here on top of that hay there, and plant potatoes in that. Then I'm going to plant some potatoes in front of the containers in the dirt. And then I've also thought about doing an experiment where I throw some potatoes on top of the ground and then I just cover it with hay. I did that experiment last year and it actually worked out quite well. I had done it so I could post about it on my blog, but then I got impatient about halfway through growing season. I wanted to get the potatoes out of there because they were in my compost pile. And it was really hot and the mosquitoes were buzzing around and biting me, and I was just tired of it. So I didn't take the time to go inside and get my camera to take pictures of it and all of that, but the potatoes actually turned out quite nice. I pulled them a little early and there was baby potatoes on them, but when I pulled them out of the hay, they just came out clean with no dirt. And it was really amazing. So I want to try that again this year. Looks like we need to get some water on that box. So I'll check back in a little bit and see how things are going. I got some more broccoli and I found the right kind of cabbage that I want to plant, so we're going to get those planted today too. I had the broccoli, or I had this whole thing sitting out on the back porch the other day because I watered them, and then the wind came up and knocked them down, and all the broccoli fell out of the packet, and the little packet blew away. All the broccoli was all wilted and everything, so maybe I'm beginning to wonder if it's even meant that I have broccoli this year. But it seems to have come out of it okay. That's not the best looking, but it's not too bad either. A little guy here messing with me again. So I guess we'll see how it goes. So while we're working on the garden, hubby's over here cutting up some limbs from the big ice storm we had a while back. And he didn't want to get out the chainsaw.
Because the blade's too dull.
Yeah, the blade's dull.
The chain's too dull.
And so he came up with a creative way to get the wood cut. Looks like it works pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. You have to be careful with it. Quick, simple, and painless, I guess, as long as you don't get hurt.
Yep.
And not all of that was cut with this either.
Yeah, he was using this little saw right here, and I asked him why he didn't just go get the chainsaw out, because it would be a lot quicker. And then he came up with this. Okay, so I'm walking back over here to put my camera up, and Little Bit has discovered where his bottle's at, and that's just too cute. Getting these buckets filled with dirt is quite a challenge, because if we use the yard cart, pulling it across all this dirt right here, it's a lot of work. So Dylan wanted to use a tractor and scoop. So that's what we are doing. This dirt we pouring in here kind of has a little bit of weeds and stuff. We'll have to pick it out, but it should work okay to do this, I hope. Got it about half full or so. Looks good so far.
Looks good?
Yeah.
You want to mix it?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix it real quick. As you can see, we decided to plant about 3 potatoes per barrel, so I don't know if that's going to be too many or not enough, but we'll see how it goes anyway. Got the straw or the hay added on top of all of them, and now we're watering them all in. Okay, next we are just throwing some on top of the ground, and then we're going to cover them with a thick layer of hay. We'll get in. Okay, so we had a little mix-up in communication here. I told Dylan that he could go ahead and make the trenches for the potatoes. I said from end to end, but I meant from end of the barrels to the other end of the barrels. Maybe about 3 rows or something, because we're just going to make like a little square patch right here for him. But anyway, he thought I meant from end of garden to end of garden. So he's making these nice, deep trenches all the way down. And so, after we got to thinking about it, since he's done all that, we've decided, well, to go ahead and put our green beans in the other end of the rows. Since we're out here doing this, and we just as well get them in. So now we're planting the potatoes in the ground. Then once we get them all planted, we'll cover them with dirt, and then we're going to mulch them really good. This ought to be an interesting experiment to see how the potatoes turn out with the different methods. Okay, so I'm in the process of getting the potatoes mulched while the kids are planting the beans. And Miley over there, she finished up 2 rows and left the 3rd row for Dylan. She's such a fast bean planter. Oh my gosh, I got an unusual looking tomato in a cage. It kind of walks around too.
Giggles.
Should it be something we should be worried about?
I should just stake it still.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Just stake it in the ground so it can't move.
Can't move around or anything like that.
Yeah, and then we can keep track of it.
Kind of creeping me out here.
I think we got it.
Got it. It ain't gonna go anywhere.
Anyway, I think once we get this done, it will wrap up our day in the garden. I still did not get my broccoli or cabbage planted, but I'm happy with the progress we made today, so I will probably save that for tomorrow. I think the weird tomato has something to say. It's trying to get me.
If you like this video, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.